Well, they've done it. They've actually done it. Disney was able to fumble the international release of BLEACH Sennen Kessen Hen. Let's have a look at this incredible hot mess. Igeze! Okay, so in order to understand what's going on, we need to go back to August of this year. So we're over at Bounding Into Comics here, and at that time it was still a rumor that was in the process of being confirmed, but actually, as the article states here, and this is an article from August, when BLEACH 1000 Year Blood War anime was announced at Jump Festa 2022, Viz Media revealed they acquired the exclusive worldwide rights, excluding Asia, for the series. So what does this mean? Well, basically it means Asia is a thing of it separately of itself. Japan, of course, is also a separate thing, but all the other countries worldwide fall under the license that Viz Media acquired. Now, a bidding war started between Crunchyroll and Disney Plus to get those rights through Viz Media, and Disney Plus was the one that won. They dropped a bundle of cash and they got the license through Viz Media. And here it clearly states that this is worldwide, excluding Asia, but worldwide. That means USA, Europe, Latin America should all be included. And as we know, there are a lot of BLEACH fans in Japan, of course, in America, the United States, but also in Europe and Latin America. I can tell you, I've been to anime conventions in Europe, France, Spain, and so on. I've seen plenty of people cosplaying as characters from BLEACH, hardcore fans, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are plenty of people who want to watch this anime, who've also been waiting for 10 long years to see the continuation. These fans were highly anticipating the release of this anime. Now, what happened? Well, Disney promoted this as being available worldwide, actually. Maybe not simulcast, but available worldwide. So we're almost at the end of the week now. BLEACH was released beginning of the week. We're near the end of the week. And what do we see? Well, America, the United States that is, and the United Kingdom, they have been served their BLEACH. But all the other fans in the other language territories like France, Spain, the Netherlands, Germany, all the Latin American countries, Brazil, Argentina, and so on and so forth, all these fans have yet to be able to access this anime. And the issue is, no other streaming service can offer it to them because the rights are tied up with Disney Plus. They have a chokehold on these rights, preventing any other service from streaming these episodes. So if Disney Plus doesn't release them, well, basically these fans cannot watch the anime. This is horrible. But actually, I'm not surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised because this is Disney. And I have to be honest, I'm absolutely not a fan of Disney. Disney used to be, way back, a company that stood for animation and high quality animation. They could compete on an international level with high quality storytelling and high quality animation. The Disney of today is a completely different entity. They are cash grabbers. They only care about grabbing subscriptions, about squeezing money out of the pocket of fans, but they don't care about the franchises or the fans. And it clearly shows with the quality of the products they themselves produce and put out. I must say, the last things I enjoyed coming out of Disney was the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which in my opinion ended with Endgame. Now that's a whole other discussion, but from there it's all been downhill. They've been able to completely destroy Star Wars, in my opinion. They've been going downhill with the MCU as well. Their animations don't hold up anymore. There's no quality writing anymore. Everything stands and falls with quality writing. Disney doesn't care. The only thing they do is produce as cheaply as possible, a poorly written series, poorly written productions, bending the knee to all kinds of activists, and just grabbing the money wherever they can. That's all that matters for them. Now, this company acquired the worldwide rights for a fantastic anime like Bleach, and a lot of fans were very skeptical when that happened. And at first, I wanted to still give Disney the benefit of the doubt. A lot of fans feared there was going to be censoring, there were going to be alterations, there were going to be bad translations, all of that I wouldn't put above Disney of doing. But the fact is, due to the licensing, I think there's only so much they can change. I don't think they're allowed to censor certain things. Time will tell. We've just seen one episode so far. I saw it through a Japanese streaming service, but I've heard from people who saw it on American streaming services that the episode is actually unaltered so far. But we'll see, because we still have to get some bloody scenes, some scenes with some strong action. I don't know if they're gonna start censoring it, but my guess would be that they're not allowed to change the content. They're only allowed to stream it. It's a streaming contract. It's a rights for worldwide streaming outside of Asia. So I think there's only so much they can do. Now, this being said, I think this is an absolute fumble by Disney. There are so many fans waiting for this anime, and it's like outside of the United States, those fans don't exist. And it's clear that they just bought the license to pump up their subscription numbers. That's the only thing they care about. That's the only thing that matters. They don't care about anime. They don't care about Bleach. They don't care about the content itself. Nor the fans. They just care about getting your money and getting your subscription. That's what's going on here. Their own in-house produced series are failing. They're failing. They're not getting the numbers that they should. Not the viewing numbers, not the subscription numbers. They know they're in a tight spot there. They need content. They need content that appeals to a large audience. They know they can't produce it, even though they won't admit it. And they are paying shills to give glowing reviews to series that, in my opinion, absolutely don't deserve it. That's what they're doing. It fails. Their whole tactic is failing. And what do they do in order to get more fans? Well, they turn to anime, because anime still values the fans, still values quality, good writing. And that's something that Disney no longer has. And that's why they have turned to anime, starting buying the licenses. And I'm afraid they're going to keep doing this. Because that's the only way they can compete, and that's the only way they can attract new subscribers. This is what's going on, in my opinion. If you don't believe me, just have a look at, for example, here. This is the latest in-house produced show by Disney, She-Hulk Attorney at Law. I'm not even bothering watching this anymore. I just watched 1 or 2 episodes. I'm done. This is not for me, obviously. I'm not the target audience. And I can't imagine the core Marvel fandom is the target audience here. And you can see it at the review numbers. 87% tomato meter for the professional reviewers. Well, of course, because they want to keep their access. They are the paid shills. They're not gonna attack Disney with its big pockets. No. They're gonna write the puff pieces that Disney has ordered, that Disney wants. If they don't get any access anymore. But what do we see? The audience score is completely the opposite. 35%. This is a huge fail, and this is why they don't get the subscriber numbers that they need or that they want. And it's specifically in the Western world, in the developed world, that they want more subscribers. They can get more subscribers in certain countries, but you have to keep in mind that the income of an average viewer is not the same in a country that is less developed than, for example, a European country, the United States, and so on. So the subscription prices have to match that income level, and the higher incomes, that's where they want to get their subscriptions. That's why they need content that appeals to a large audience in those countries. That's why they're going after anime. Not because they're fans of anime, not because they even care, not about the anime itself, not about the fans themselves. They just want to grab the cash. They just want you to get they just want your subscription. They want you to subscribe, but they don't care about what happens. And this is the result. They've botched the release. I don't know what has been going on behind the scenes. They seem to be very reluctant to say anything to customers. I've checked online. There have been various customers that have contacted Disney support, asked them what's been going on. People from France, people from Spain, people from various Latin American countries. What the hell's going on? We bought a subscription to Disney Plus specifically for this anime, and we can't even watch it now. What the hell is going on? And nobody is giving them a straight answer. The only answer they're getting is, we're looking into it. In my opinion, this is not just an issue of translations, because if it's just one episode that needs to be translated, you can rush that through, you can get that out pretty quickly. But we're already the 13th of October, nothing has been released in these countries. In my opinion, somebody fumbled something somewhere. That's the only explanation I can find. Viz clearly states that they have the international rights, because let's have a look here at their Twitter account as well. Now here we have Viz Media. Bleach 1000 Year Blood War will be available on Hulu in the US and on Disney Plus internationally. So here Viz as well seem to be at least giving the impression that the international rights are secured and have been handed over to Disney Plus. That's the only conclusion you can get from reading this tweet. Now, if we go a little bit further here, we have at comicbook.com, we have a more recent article. So here it states, if you like anime, then you know this week has been a wild one for fans. So Bleach is finally back and is going to be on Disney Plus. So it's Disney Plus that is bringing the adventure to fans globally. But after a slew of complaints, the service is addressing the show's absence in a few major regions. And they are major regions indeed, because these are regions where we have a lot of anime fans, where we have a lot of Bleach fans. So the updates come live from Disney Plus itself, as the service's help desk was bombarded with Bleach questions in the past day. Fans online were quick to ask why the anime series was not available in Latin America or Europe, and as it turns out, well, things are a hot mess. Big surprise there. It's Disney. You know, we should have seen this coming. Over on Twitter, the Disney Plus help page told one fan that Bleach 1000 Year Blood War would not be joining its Latin American catalog. The tweet was eventually deleted as it gained traction with fans, and now Star Plus has weighed in, which is also a subsidiary of Disney Plus, outside of the United States, said it was awaiting confirmation on Bleach's launch. Now this is very weird. If it's just a matter of translating, of creating the subtitles so they can push it out, awaiting confirmation on Bleach's launch, somebody fumbled something somewhere. In my opinion, there's something going on with the rights. And I know anime rights can be pretty complex, especially for older series, because in the past, Japanese companies have not always been consistent with how they see the rights to certain publishers or certain entities abroad. That can create some complex situations. For example, you could have one company owning the rights to the anime, another one to the manga, and another one to the merchandise. So it can get complex. Granted, I'll hand them that. But for a release that is this important, fumbling it this hard, this is simply unacceptable. And here it says, as for fans in Europe, Disney Plus subscribers began posting conversations they had with customer support about Bleach's absence. One message thread suggests the European team does not have any concrete information yet. So again, same thing. It seems like Disney help desk, Disney themselves, their employees themselves don't know what's going on, or they don't want to tell us. The situation could have arisen due to licensing restrictions. Here we go. But according to customer support, other users in Europe have contacted help hotlines about the situation. And for now, it seems that Latin America and Europe don't have access to Bleach at all. And it gets worse. It's not just Bleach Sennen Kessen Hen, so the newly released episodes. It's the entire catalog of Bleach. They being Disney Plus, they acquired the entire catalog, including the older episodes as well. So people who want to stream Bleach, whether it be the older episodes or the newer ones, well, sorry, if you're in those countries, you're out of luck. Thank you, Disney. Great job there. And on top of that, they actively block, they have a stranglehold on the license now, so others cannot stream the anime as well. So if you have, for example, a local streaming service, for example, in France, I know there's Wakanime, I think that's a French service that brings out a lot of anime subtitled in French. Well, even if they wanted to, they cannot release that anime because Disney has them blocked. They have them blocked with their worldwide rights, but there seems to be an issue with that. I don't know exactly what's going on. Perhaps time will tell. Perhaps some insiders will leak some information. As of now, we don't know. We also don't know how long this issue is going to last, how or when it will be resolved. But I've read a lot of messages online from fans that specifically bought or subscribed to Disney Plus for Bleach, and these people are kept hanging. But Disney has their money in the pocket. And that's simply unacceptable, in my opinion. That's simply unacceptable. I think Viz Media should give a clarification here, because people have started asking Viz Media as well. They seem to be holding back from commenting in a definitive way. And Disney Plus, Disney as well, are just keeping their mouth shut. See, and this is why I don't want American companies to meddle with manga and anime. They fumble it, they don't care about it, they're just cash-grabbing monsters, in my opinion. These people need to get their paws off of our anime and off of our manga. They can produce their own series, their crappy series. I'm not gonna buy them. They can stick to that, but leave our beautiful anime and manga alone. Leave it to streaming services that do care. Leave it to licensors that really care about the fans, that really care about the franchise. And this should never have happened, in my opinion. This is a disaster. This is a big fumble, and they're literally just dropping the fans like a brick. I think this is unacceptable. I'm really curious to see how this will evolve now. I'm personally not affected, but I really do feel for all the fans that are affected. This is not okay. This is typical Disney behavior, and we should have known it from the beginning. I gave them some leeway. I thought, well, let's see how they're going to do, how this is going to turn out. But as you see now, it's never a good idea when a company like Disney, typical cash grabbers, are involved with our manga and anime. I hope they don't buy any more licenses. They have the cash to do it. They definitely could get even more licenses, but God only knows where it will end. And hopefully they never ever get the influence so they can or get the power to influence how anime is created, how the stories go, because then we're really going down the drain. But I don't think Japanese companies would let it get to that. Japanese companies tend to be more protective about their IPs and their manga and anime than, for example, other companies are. But this is definitely not a positive evolution. This is something that needs to be called out. And I really feel for the fans, and I hope they get their anime soon, either through Disney Plus or through another service if push comes to shove. So hope you enjoyed my coverage on this. I'll keep following it up, and please do leave a like and subscribe if you like my coverage, and catch you guys at the next one. Take care. Jane. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, tap the notification bell, and sound off in the comments. And hey, while you're here, why not check out another video?